Ahoy gamers, and welcome to a new series on Path of Exile 1, playing as a hardcore solo Self Found Ruthless character on the latest league, this being the Mercenary League. In this episode we make our way off the beach after creating our Ranger. As we make our way off the beach, we continue through the Land of Ray class. We managed to find the first part of this season's mechanics, that being the Mercenaries, and we continued all the way to Brutus, which is the first major boss of this act. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but before we get to Brutus, we unlock a new mercenary who's this mage who looks really cool, has a fire shield, is pretty awesome. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Ahoy gamers, we are back in Path of Exile 1 as we're trying through as a hardcore solo Self Found Ruthless character. You see here Ruthless Ms Rothmers from the last series. He's still now on the backbench because he's in the previous league. This one's in the latest league, so we're going to jump on and give this a go. It's been a number of weeks since we last recorded this, only because for some reason Path of Exile just doesn't want to be recorded. It took a lot of work to get this game running again, so we're going to just be jumping straight back in here. This will be a long series, like I said before, where we're just going to be playing this. Might play it for about half an hour, maybe for about 40 minutes. Just showing us playing all the way through it, so hopefully it'll be somewhat entertaining. For some reason I can't hear any sound. I'm not sure whether it's just the game. Okay, this actually does pause the game, good. And okay, there is some sound, it's just very, very quiet. That's fine. So we'll be going for a Ranger build this time round. I have had limited success as a Ranger in all of my games as playing as a hardcore solo Self Found, and especially as a Ruthless character I think this might be even more difficult. This is the furthest I've gotten with a Ranger though on Ruthless. We got to, I think it's the final act on the first time round, and we got to I've got a second attack, haven't I? Completely forgot about that. So we've got quite far through the final act before we died against one of the bosses. We got insta-killed. So we just see how this is like this time around.
My mana is gone.
We'll definitely try the season mechanics. You can see here. We have 0 gold. As we play through the season as well, I'll happily use any currencies left over between each character. So although this is an attempt for this character, if it dies, we'll just restart with a different character. It's fine. I really don't mind. I'm not going to start every single character as a new solo Self Found. If I have any resources in the bank, I'll allow myself to use it. And we should make our way through these. So it took a bit of time for me to be able to upload and record this video as well. Mainly because Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile 1 just does not want to be recorded. OBS does not recognise Path of Exile 1 anymore for some reason. Doesn't recognise it as an application, so getting it to record had to use a little bit of extra jank to get it to record. But hey, as you can see here, it is recording now, which is good. It just means we can carry on this this kind of season, this kind of gameplay.
I'm still breathing. That's a good sign.
We've essentially stopped playing our hardcore solo Self Found gamble only merchant on Path of Exile 2. We will return to that, but I'm not sure when. So let's go for this trait tree here. Let's give ourselves more projectile damage. I think that's definitely the way forward. And at the beginning, it doesn't really matter what type of armor we go for. We're just going to go for whatever armor we can find. But I think later on we need to focus on a set type of armor. And I think armor and evasion, rather than just pure evasion, is probably the way forward. You can see here, for some reason, the game's stuttering. Definitely not an issue with my PC. But never mind. Okay, it's Hillock. Getting to half health. I think you almost kill him, then he'll go into phase 2. There he is. Stop attacking. There we go. So with what is Ruthless? If you have never played Path of Exile as a Ruthless character, it essentially reduces the amount of loot you get. By reducing the amount of loot, it also reduces the type of gems you get as well. So you're not guaranteed to get a load of good gems. You're not guaranteed to get any gems, to be perfectly honest. So Normally when you come into Lion's Eye, you tend to get a good gem, or you can start getting support gems quite early on. Support gems do not drop from quests. You only get support gems from drops, so you have to be really lucky with those drops. Now I think we're going to go for chaos damage. Yeah, we can go for chaos damage. It's going to be the one we go for. We can also sell our gear here, which we definitely will do.
Farewell.
And this is going to go into here. And do we want... Burn arrow does so much damage. Right, you have nothing good for us. Okay, fine. So I don't know what this season mechanic is, so we'll just find out when we get there. And should be able to go into the stash. Okay, good. So we want this on. Want this on. This on. And then this one. We want this one on as well. Perfect. So that means if we put anything into here, yes, good. It goes straight into the currency tab. So I'm happy to use all the currencies from all the characters. If this one dies, we'll just use another currency of a different character. Which is fine by me. This region here is quite dangerous. There's one mob which I'm a bit worried about. Okay, so that drops AoE on the floor. That's useful. So we put that there, that there. So if there's a few of them, I can drop that on the floor and hope they walk on it and take a load of damage. Ooh, that's not going to be too bad. Yep, we'll take a little bit of accuracy and a bit of cold. It's cold damage? Yeah, it's cold damage. And you see that quick step, my Q skill, is the only movement skill you actually get in the Ruthless game mode. So you have to be really careful with it, because you don't want to get yourself in a predicament where you're caught in a corner. Because there's no other fast travel.
My mana is gone.
There it goes, so no mana again. You have to be careful here, because there is a elite mob which should sometimes spawns inside his camp. It's really powerful. And can actually kill us. Right, let's turn this to movement, so we don't make a mistake and get caught with our pants down. There we go. Let's slowly fight our way through. Okay, this is the type of time when I want to put a caustic arrow on the floor. Put two of them down. They should all just melt. If you see random cuts every now and then, it's because I normally mute my mic when it's easy for me to just pause the video and carry it back on while I cough. Because you might hear my voice is slightly... Oh, there's the boss. You'll be really careful. If you hear it say time to burn or burn, anything along those lines, it's just about to attack you. So you definitely want to keep moving. This is actually what kills more of my Ruthless characters than anything else in the game.
The worms will have to wait a bit
However,
longer
that
for
time it
this
worked.
meal.
But we're really careful with that if you're playing as a hardcore solo self-found, or if you're just playing the game generally. It's quite a tough boss to fight quite early on. Let's keep getting attack speed and projectile damage. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I've been quite ill recently, so if my voice seems slightly off, it's not the audio. It's just because I have been ill, and I'm having to record 2 weeks worth of videos in the space of 2 days. Just because I'm going away on a course with work, and I don't have a chance to go back to my PC once I'm on my course, which is fine. Just means I just need to. I have a weekend of recording at home while my missus is not going to be able to see me all weekend. Never mind, it's just the way it is. Alright, let's just keep finding a way through here. So now that boss is over, I'm less worried. We're going to make our way to the next map, which is the Tidal Island, I think it's called. Yeah, Tidal Island, says it there. This is quite a nice little place to farm when you start out. Because I always tend to avoid going to the next... Nope, that's the wrong button. The next map is this one here. I can't remember what it's called. The Mud Flats, it might be called. Mud Flats is quite a nice place. But the issue I have with it is that there is always a chance you can die. Mud Flats have some mowers or rowers. I can't remember what they're called. Mowers is from Guild Wars 2. Rowers. they're like big birds that charge at you. They're quite tough. They can catch you unawares, and they can do a fair bit of damage. And then there's also a second area which you can go to in the mud flats, which I tend to like to do on level. I don't like to go back there, so I like to farm here to get everything I need. Score the experience and levels I need before going to the mud flats. But I say levels, it's not many levels. We'll just be farming here till probably we get to this node here. It's probably only about level 5. So it's only 1 or 2 rotations around, because this whole map is a big circle. So you can go around in a big circle, back to the entrance, reset the instance, back in, and just farm this a couple times. I'll just show me doing it once, then I'll do this a couple times off camera, because this is the hardest part of this area, as you can see. And now he's down, not too bad. We're picking up everything we find on the floor as well, just to get some currencies. Drops this caustic arrow, let them all melt. And just like that, easy peasy. So I'm not sure what we're going to do later on when it comes to gear or build. Like there's a few build ideas I got, but I've never played any ranges or any characters end game on Path of Exile. I have completed the game once, but I played that on the Witch, which was a minion monster, really strong character, but it's very different to playing something like this. And that was only as a hardcore. Once I got to end game, once I got to mapping, I never played it again. I have still got the Witch, I just haven't played the Witch since I got to end game. But I would like to. I keep putting off, I keep saying I will, but I will hopefully play end game. Same was on Path of Exile 2. I really like the idea of getting to end game. I just haven't got there yet. But my next character I make on Path of Exile 2 will just be a Path of Exile 2 playthrough. No gimmicks, just I'm going to play Path of Exile 2 how I want to play it. I've got an idea of a build I'd like to do on Path of Exile 2, but we'll see. There's no room I can fit that in, that's fine. Let's give myself a little bit more shadow damage or attack speed. Attack speed is probably better. Let's teleport back. Only because we've got full inventory. I wouldn't normally teleport back, but I have got full inventory now, so that's fine. And we can identify you and get, and that's it.
Welcome.
And let's sell all this gear. Perfect.
Stay sharp out there.
Nessa, what have you got for us? Okay, you've got a new flask for us. Perfect. We want to put this flask on number 3. Then we want 2 health potions, 2 mana potions. That's how we're going to play this. So we're going to quickly clear out the rest of the tidal island. We're going to rotate around it a couple of times until we're probably level 5, maybe even level 6 to be honest. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes for us to start leveling up, because this is only level 3 area. So once we get to level 5, the experience we gain is going to drop. So we will see. We'll see you shortly. And here we are in the mud flats. So we're going to make our way through here. And so, yeah, fire away through. These are the annoying mobs I was telling you about that charge you. They're very annoying. They can do a bit of damage. You can pick up all these items as well. So in this area here, we've got a couple goals. The main thing is just to survive, as per usual. Trying to think how far I want to get today. I think the bare minimum. Let's hopefully get to what's his name? He's a big boy. Brutus. Let's try and get to Brutus today. Whether we beat Brutus or whether we fight Brutus, I don't know. We can at least get to him. Actually, no, I'd like to take Brutus on. I think it'd be rude not to take Brutus on. I'm trying to think how far we need to go for that. But we should be okay. We should be able to get to him. Let's just keep drinking potions. And just keep firing as many arrows as possible. There we go, happy. There is a marker that we need to make our way towards, which we will do next. Okay, let's try and keep walking around this pond. Okay, good thing I dodged that. Good. It would be good if I was actually attacking them. And down they go. So down you go. Perfect. You see, it can be quite dangerous in this. One wrong move and you can very easily die. But we've been fine so far. We just need to just keep being lucky. I'm trying to think how long it's going to take to get to Brutus. But yeah, we should be able to get there today. Just might mean this will be a 20-minute long video rather than a normal 40-minute long video rather than a 20-minute video that I tend to try and put out. Unless we died something stupid like that. There we go, I'll take that level. Very timely. And open the chest, good. Nothing in there. Oh, what's this? Max level, max life. Yeah, we'll take that. And we did level up as well, so let's put a skill point down into more attack speed. We're about to get ballistics, attack speed, attack damage, more dex, which is really useful. There is something on the minimap. I've not seen that icon before, so we're going to make our way there in a second. Whether there's a new mechanic, I don't know. And there we go, there's a skill gem leveled up. You definitely, when you're playing this through as Ruthless, you definitely want to keep your skill gems equipped, because you want to level them up as much as possible. Right, we quickly pop back to town. This is where we were meant to go, so we know that there's nowhere further we can go this way. And we'll run back, quickly sell everything in inventory, and we'll go and investigate that marker. Right, let's go see what this marker is. So, it looks like there's a sniper here.
Over here. Let's have a word, eh?
Let's have a word, eh?
Beat me, and the choice is yours.
Okay.
Take my gear, recruit me, or send me packing. That's the Trathan code.
So, challenges mercenary to a duel to hire them. Mercenary only accept gold payment up front and will not refund you if you lose a duel to them. The dexterity base is sniper. Take items we can exile. Challenges mercenary to duel to exile them. If you win, the mercenary of this attribute type will not appear again for the next 10 mercenary counters. Up to 3 mercenary attributes can be exiled at once. So we take their items. Challenges when you do, if you win, they'll forfeit the selected items. So dash, we can't get anything better than dash. Slit arrow, shrapnel, blister. We'll hire them.
Come on, let's see what passes for strength in rank last.
And let's.
Gonna take more than
My mana is gone.
There we go. And they're done.
If there's one thing us Trathans respect, it's strength. And you show yours.
I'll definitely
You
take
lead, I'll follow.
an extra bonus of a mercenary. Looks like they take some of the. Once the life is increased. Okay, that's interesting. Level 4. I wonder if they level up with me. So they're currently level 4. You need to keep an eye on their level at the moment. So we're level 6. That's pretty cool. I didn't know what the mercenary thing was, to be quite honest. It'd be good to have like a tank, if we can. Oh, a new shortbow. We'll take that. Let's have a look at this. Accuracy rating. Yeah, we'll take you. A little bit of extra damage. And then we can put this quicksilver in any item we want. Probably not going to pick up any more whites anymore. We'll just pick up any rares or anything that's unidentified. So if you never played Path of Exile before, in this area you need to search 3 of these nests to get some glyphs. And you then go to this area down there, which is on the map, and you hand those glyphs in. And it will open the way. And I'm interested to see what happens to the sniper later on. Whether it levels up or... It doesn't explain any other mechanics to me, so I don't know whether there's a special inventory to see what they've got. Definitely not there. Or whether I can actually see what level they are or what skills they've got. Because now I've beaten them. It doesn't look like I can. Maybe I can in town. We'll see. Oh no, I can just look here. Okay. So I can dismiss them, reserve them. They can wait for me in town on my hideout. We'll dismiss them. Okay, that's quite cool. Well, we want to do the threaded pool quickly. Threaded pool is a lot like the isle, the tidal island. We can just go around in a big circle. So you always come back to where you start off with, where you started off. As long as you don't get lost. I probably should have fought this mercenary to get that ballista, because we're not likely to get a ballista playing as a Ruthless character. You never know, we might get lucky, but I doubt we will. We did get lucky on our previous character. We did get a ballista, so I don't know, we could get lucky. I wouldn't mind another potion at all. Like either health or mana. Ideally a mana potion would be good. Let's grab this scroll of wisdom, identification scroll.
Lining up the shots.
Right, let's keep firing as many arrows as possible here. Let's try and get to the very end. There should be a necromancer in here. Okay, it's not that way. There's normally a few rares in here as well. Okay, I just fired a random arrow. That's fine. Didn't do anything. This looks like this will be where the necromancer is. Yep, you normally fight all these horrors where he is. If I shoot a couple of these poison arrows down. There we go. Just keep trying to hit him. Right, he just keeps spamming that skill, so let's just try and get nice and close. Now I can just sit underneath him.
My mana is gone.
There he goes, down. Perfect. And just like that, we can keep going. That's normally what can be quite difficult in this cave. But now the rest of the cave, it will tell you that you need to kill all the monsters in this cave. When you get to about 10 left, it will give you a countdown. You just have to just search the entire cave. Doesn't take too long. There we go. Give ourselves a ballistics. Max life. Oh, Heart of Oak's not bad. Strength and intelligence. Oh no, that's not very useful. Okay, increased attack speed is quite good there. Movement speed is useful. Quick step. But we might go for this one. Attack speed of bows, damage of bows, attack range of bows, damage over time of bows. That's very good for us because it's very good for bows. So we'll probably grab that one. Attack speed, movement speed, attack damage I mean. Yeah, we'll go for that one. To make our way down that line. And that's that completed. So it's not too bad. I'm going to go grab the last of these two items. We're not going to run back to town just yet. We will do shortly, but we're just going to try and wait till we get to the next waypoint. We don't really have anything in our inventory. So we grab this. And then we'll just go and grab the next couple items. Which should just be down here. Then we'll run all the way to that one on the right hand side. That should be this area complete. And trying to think how many areas there is left. I think we have to go through the caves. Take on the Dweller of the Deep, which isn't too difficult. And once we've done that, we'll be good. Yeah. So it's not too far to get to Brutus. It's just going to take... It's probably take about 15 minutes. Of in-game, of recorded time, probably about half an hour of me playing. And now we've got all of these glyphs. We'll just go over here, click on this wall. Boom, all open. We can now go into submerged passage. There'll be a waypoint here. There should be a waypoint here. There it is. And then there's two areas that come off this submerged passage. You've got this way, and then the way you're meant to go. We'll go back to town. That's not the town. Go back to town. Grab the quest. Hand this quest in. It should give us an item. Looks like our people that we recruit are down there, which is quite interesting.
Now that you...
So we drain the passage, we can give ourselves a ballista, puncture, bear trap, or sniper's mark. We'll give ourselves a ballista.
A necromancer.
I think that's probably going to be the way forward. So eat that one, and we can put ourselves a ballista on. Let's put 2me on that one. Let's put dodge roll on this one and blister on this one. This one will clear. Perfect. No other quests here. That's fine. Although there is the Dweller of the Deep, which is the one we wanted to pick up. This cave's not too bad actually. There aren't too many dangerous mobs here. We just have to just slowly make our way through, I guess. Throw down as many of these traps as possible. Okay, we definitely want to level that one up, just so it gets slightly stronger. And you can see that there's a lot of there is a lot of mobs here. We haven't had any new potions yet. A bit worried about that. But we are looking for the next map, so let's just keep running around. Look at this, almost level, well, we're over halfway to level. Okay, we're getting 1 experience per mob, so it's going to take us a while.
My mana is gone.
And you see my mana's dropping quite quickly here, so we definitely want another potion. Yeah, it's just not fit for purpose now. We may have to drop out our mercenaries soon, because they are only level 4. If they leveled up with me, that'd be great, but they don't. And as they're only level 4, they're not doing very much damage, and they are increasing the strength of the enemies, making us substantially more squishy. And squishy is not always good. But this, okay, we should be okay for now. I'm just thinking longer term, you might not want one. At least a level 4 one. If we go to town, there might be a way to level them up, so we'd have a look shortly. Let's drop a couple of these, then move out of the way. Just keep dropping another blister down.
Fallen back.
Okay, my minions is downed. I've leveled up, perfect. Just going to stand on one side and just take these ones out. Ouch, that hurt a lot. Yeah, we are quite squishy still. Spend... okay, we're not going to revive them just yet. We did level this up. We leveled up ourselves, so we want to get ourselves this. So increasing a load of our damage over time and damage in general. Oh, okay, more of those Tide Striders. Got to be careful there. Okay, there is a champion Tide Strider there. Let's try and get out of there. There's some Tide Striders over here as well. Cave Striders now. Go on, let's keep moving. Alright, let's see if we can try and take these out quickly. Or just try and take them out full stop. Okay, we're just the boss now. Okay, he's just summoned a load of mobs, which is fine. And they're down. Perfect. Take all the gold. Yum, 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 yum. So you can definitely see how quickly, or how difficult it can be. Just need to be always on our toes. Don't want to take any big damage, or any damage if we can help it. And definitely want to utilise the runaway skill, for sure. The quick step. And just keep... I don't know, we just don't seem to do very much damage.
My mana is gone.
But I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's just a trend. It's just for now. We'll be okay. Right, let's go this way. We're just looking for the next map. Okay, let's try and keep away from these as much as we can. That should be him down. Okay, or not. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot they've got 2 phases. Very annoying mobs. Well, they're not annoying, they're pretty cool. But still, they're annoying. In fact, they've got 2 phases. There we go, at least he's down. Gave me a goat's horn. Pretty pointless. Let's leave that be. And we'll just take all these down. Good. We want to be careful here. These little mushrooms can be quite tough. And they are lightning resistant. Light and fire resistant. Okay, we're just going to stand in the middle of them here, I guess. Yeah, this is fine. If he didn't run around so much, it'd be alright. Right, okay, so we're just going to jump back in. So, we're going to run around. We can jump back in when we get to the... Unless we have any big snacks. We're just going to jump back in when we get to the Dweller of the Deep, which is a big crustacean. And we'll see you shortly. Right, so we've got another mercenary here.
Stand a chance.
Looks like it's the same mercenary, but it's level 5 this time. Yeah, we want them. We'll replace.
I don't miss.
Okay, let's wait for them to stop moving. Just keep poisoning them.
Fine.
And they're down.
You lead. I'll cover you.
There we go. Oh. Okay, so we dismissed the level 4 one. The level 5 one should be back in town. Not sure. We may have to go back and pick them up. But there is an exit here. Let's see if this is the correct way or the side mission. I'll take the side mission first. That is not the side mission. However, do we just do... No, we're going to go back. We'd go do the Dweller of the Deep, then we'll come back to the ledge. Here we are against the Dweller of the Deep, and we're going to see what this has to offer. So these tend to be quite difficult, so we're going to activate them and run away essentially. We're going to drop a load of this chaos damage, so damage over time. And let's try and move away from the Dweller of the Deep. Drop some chaos damage again, and just keep running. And looks like chaos, he's lagged a bit there. Lagged a bit there as well. If we just keep dropping these every now and then, we should be okay. Seems to be that whenever that lightning hits me, I take a load of damage. So let's avoid that lightning if we can then.
I'm not up to that just
And just keep running away, I guess. Yeah, if we just keep dropping these and then keep running away, we should be okay. Because everything around me is going to die anyway. And every time he slams the floor, more mobs spawn. There we go, nice and easy. I say nice and easy, that was still quite tight. We're going to make our way back to town. And we'll see you when we get to the ledge. Oh, there we can pick up the sniper now. Is she level 5? She is level 5 now, which is quite cool. Yeah, we'll grab her now, I guess. On to the ledge. The ledge is quite a nice little place. You can actually farm this. If you haven't farmed any areas so far, this is actually one of the better places to farm if you need to. You just go from one edge of the ledge to the other edge of the ledge. Just go back and forth. And while you do so, you just kill all the mobs. Because one edge of the ledge, there is the entrance to that previous map. On the other edge of the ledge, you should be able to get to the next map, believe it or not. And you just go back and forth, resetting the map. You can get some okayish loot here. You can also just get a load of experience if you need it. It's not the best place, but hey, it's better than nothing. It's easy. And I'll normally stay here until I'm level 10, so you should get a level. If not, we'll just run this through another second time. That should give us the level we need. But the waypoint's just over here. You're not always guaranteed to find the waypoint. You can see we've got a couple more levels to go to before we get to the prison. The prison is where Brutus is. But the ledge does have something in store for us, and it's like a mini boss. I think it's called like Kuduzu. It's quite a cool little mini boss. It's like a big totem, which we'll see in a second. I just want to keep moving away from these as much as possible. And let's just keep drinking as many potions as possible as well, if needs be. There we go, nice. Oh, that'll sell. Crude bow. Give us a gem. Okay, maybe it's a little bit further than I thought it'd be, but we'll jump back in when we get to the big totem. We found the sniper again. Let's see what the sniper has. This ours level 5, this is level 6. Let's see, we got puncture. And some support gems. Has no gear we want. Let's see if we can take... Okay, we can't take items. Okay. And to hire her costs a lot. So we won't do this.
I don't miss. Marked.
Okay, looks like we've annoyed her. So we're going to exile her so we don't get any more of the same ones. We don't really need any dex ones. we can get a good strength mercenary, that might be quite nice. A tanky one. Yeah, it seems a bit weird we found the same Dex one 3 times in a row. I've come back on myself. I'm not sure why I came back on myself. It's definitely not this way. You always just follow the path round. And I don't think I've gotten lost. And here it is. I hadn't gone the wrong way. I just walked the wrong way. So here's his Kaduku, which is the kind of the boss of the area. It's a big totem. It's quite a cool boss. I just stand back and just keep attacking him. Doesn't do too much damage.
Lining up the shots.
And down he goes. I say that, let's just double check we don't get hit by any AoE. There we go, nice and easy. Loads of gold. And we'll see you when you get to the next map. And we're in the climb. This is one of the penultimate levels before we get to Brutus. And there's loads of goat men in this place. They're not too strong, but there's a lot of them. So if you don't have any AoE, be careful here. And we're just going to fight our way through quite easily. I think there's a couple unique mobs that will be here. There's like a unique goat shaman, which I believe we could actually very well fight in this area here. We did find one extra new item, which was a new mana potion. You get some goat men down here. Let's just drop our poison and then take them out. Just like that. Awesome. Let's grab the waypoint. Exactly what we need. Perfect. We're going to go this way. No particular reason. Just going to guess. In a minute we'll find some pinwheels. Which remind me of, believe it or not, pinwheel from what's it called? Not Elden Ring. Dark Souls. I think it's Dark Souls 1 they're in. Yeah, Dark Souls 1. So I've only ever played Dark Souls 1. And Elden Ring, but... Right. Yeah, we're just going to keep moving forward. Just drop as much of this chaos down as possible. And just hope that everything dies. I don't think our damage is that amazing at the moment. So we might want to increase our damage over time. I think there's an attack we can get later called, I think it's like Caustic Rain. Which I'd like to have if possible. Because that, I think it covers like most of the screen of chaos damage. And there's not much they can do about that. If it's most of the screen, they can't run out of it. Because obviously they're going to want to try and get towards me. This is quite useful. If you have good AoE, this is a very interesting event. Just click this. Loads of mobs spawn. Just do as much damage as possible. Take out as many of them as possible. And they will spawn and attack you. So just keep attacking as many as possible. Obviously don't go too crazy because they are all going to attack you in a second. But we'll see. And let's just keep hitting as many as possible. So you have to be careful because you're not immune to normal attacks either.
My mana is gone.
And here they are, all attacking. And... okay, good. They're all attacking me from pretty much one position. So we can just keep spamming these.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And... okay, our mercenary is down. We kind of went a bit too crazy here, but it's fine. Last ones are down. Perfect. So there's normally a sign of a battlefield. So as long as you get both of them on each side of the battle, they will attack each other, which is pretty cool. And if you know you're going the right way, because you'll find, yeah, I was about to say this iron point. You'll find him as you make your way up. He has the Caustic Rain skill, which is what I really want. But he's almost down. Our right click attack does a lot more damage. There we go. Perfect. This should be the correct way then. Ooh. I can now increase my weapon. But this now allows us to enter the prison. I'm not going to chase those. Lower prison. So we've got this entire lower prison to take care of. Once we're taken care of it, we'll get into fighting Brutus.
Like this
area... I think it might be the next area. It might be this one, I can't remember. One of these has the Ascendancy trial in it. which I can't remember if it's a new season, whether we still need to do it. We'll find out in a second. And we want to put as much damage down on the floor as we can for this guy, and just hope we'll just keep holding down right click until he dies. Okay, there we go. And take down these boys. So I'm going to jump back when we either find the ascendancy trial, if we need to do it. If not, we'll jump back when we get to Brutus. Because this place should be relatively simple. Oh, almost dying. Not relatively simple. Let's pump another health potion out. Yeah, so we'll jump back when we get to Brutus, as long as we don't do anything stupid. We found in the next floor, this one here, another mercenary. So we're actually going to use that mercenary. So we are going to show our mercenary here, and we're going to dismiss them. Okay.
Suits me.
And they're going to now be here in town, which is fine. Maybe they looks like they just teleport out.
Tale of Brutus was
Should we get ourselves some new? Let's get ourselves this one. Actually, it doesn't really matter because we can't use it anyway because we've got a rare item already.
There's a
Sell our gear quickly, and okay, that's all fine. Can we purchase any decent bows? That's a very good bow. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Let's just ditch that. Let's sell.
farewell.
Let's destroy it. Why not? We can jump back in and try and take on that that mercenary, because it'd be good to have an intelligence mercenary. And in we go. And here we are.
Make your choice.
I'm going to hire you.
So be it. Let fury take you.
And there you go. Now they're under my command.
Wonderful.
I did have to redo the ascendancy trial. It didn't take me very long, so I just did it. Rather than recording it. It's fine.
Let fury take you.
It seems like quite a strong little minion, this one. They can definitely hold their own. Unlike the last one, which was a bit squishy. But we're going to be looking for Brutus. We need to find the next floor. Once we find the next floor, then we can try and aim for Brutus himself. Once he's down, then we'll end today's episode. That's a nice stopping off point, because that's halfway through Act 1. Or just before halfway. Now, my fire is definitely the strongest of the attacks, but it's definitely not AoE. If I can get like an explosive round on it, or something that causes it to do AoE damage, it will be really useful. At the moment, I just don't have that. Let's try and take these on. Okay, definitely sell that chopper. Yeah, it's one shot in my my first attack, which is this burning arrow, is almost one shot in everything, which is quite nice. As long as there's not too many of them attacking me at once, we should be fine. If we can even hit the target, that is. Let's try and hit these two. Boom, one down, two down.
My mana
Right.
is gone.
Nice, everything's just slowly dying. And I think, okay, there should be a hidden room here. So I remember seeing those switches before. Oh, there's nothing in there. A really good hidden room, that. With nothing inside. Right, we'll see when you get to Brutus. We shouldn't be too far off now. Right, let's see what Brutus has to offer. This could be quite a tough fight. Or it might be easy now I've got this minion with me. This mercenary. This mercenary does seem quite strong. So we want to just try and keep moving away from him if we can. Not towards him. And if needs be, we hit him once or twice and we just keep running.
Had enough of this.
Okay, that was not too bad.
I've done for you
we
what I
had
would
to
do for
have our
anyone with
mercenary take a
animal
lot of the
wishes.
damage, because we didn't want to take it ourselves, but that's a win. That's a GG for us. It's halfway through Act 1. It's a lot easier with mercenary. It's a lot easier buying a new bow. Without this bow, we definitely wouldn't have been able to do it, because our DPS just wouldn't quite be there. We're gonna revive our guy. He's really strong. Back to Lion's Watch, the Lion Eyes Watch, and we'll identify these items, I guess. And that is a large mana potion. Perfect. We need another one of those. And we can sell these 2 items. What is the reward you're going to give us? Mirror arrow. Fires an arrow at the target. And a clone is summoned. Or precision. Cast an aura. Granted, yeah, let's go for precision. And sell. Nope, we want to sell these items. There we go. Perfect. So we can now put this on this. And precision, we can take precision off of here. We put it in our back bar. And we can put
Can't see
Control
why I
T.
want to do that
And that will
yet.
give us a reserve 22 of our mana, which should be fine.
For some.
Let's put everything into our stash and we'll end today's episode. So we made it halfway through Act 1, which is quite good. And we're going to continue this on. Next week will either be Path of Exile 2 or the continuation of this. Yet to decide. I may have a week off for Path of Exile 2 because I have been binge playing it recently. But if you made it this far, thank you much for watching. I've got a couple links in the description down below as per usual. The first link being that to my Discord channel, which is the community Discord. You're more than welcome to join. If you have any suggestions, then feel free to join and give me suggestions of videos. I'm happy to try different challenges or anything along those lines. Then I've got 2 YouTube channels down below as well. One is to Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel, which is called One Nerd to Rule Them All, which is all about fantasy lore, whether it's Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and Warhammer. Then I've got a joint YouTube channel with the missus called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about the Warhammer tabletop. We collect some Warcry, we're collecting some Age of Sigmar, we're collecting a load of stuff. Currently building and painting, soon to be battling. So that's the type of thing that tickles your fancy. Have a look over there. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.